gonna run out of storage on my phone to film this video, but I deleted the YouTube app to make some room. And that's the thing. Sometimes we think of a reason we can't do something. We're like, oh right, that makes perfect sense. I don't have phone storage, I can't do this. But it's a lot of things I can do so that I can do this. And I'll just delete an app for now. Okay, so I'm a little more, I'm a little more low mood just now. I filmed a video just like an hour, probably less, 45 minutes ago, of me. I was playing guitar in public and facing that discomfort. And now I'm moving on to another new discomfort, which is filming this workout video. I feel a little more strange because there's like other people on the playground, on the exercise machine. Since I'm sharing the space, I think I tend to be a little more self-conscious and like worried. I guess that's a good thing, right? I don't want to impose on them and stuff. But in the past, like, you know, I've, out of fear of like things like affecting others and like other people's like feeling, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I've taken too much responsibility for other people's feelings. Like, it's good to be mindful and thoughtful, but it's also good to separate our responsibilities, right? Like, I'm not responsible for how other people feel. If I'm just doing me, if I'm just being me, if I'm proud of myself, like, and other people think that's arrogance, like, you know, I can't control that. And ultimately it's about knowing ourselves. And I guess with that example, like, if I know I'm not being arrogant and I'm not harming anyone or doing anything to anyone or imposing on anyone, then, you know, what can I do? If they ask me nicely, you know, if someone feels uncomfortable, I don't know, never mind. I'm going too deep into this one. Anyways, I'm gonna start with my least favorite part of a workout. Let's see if this tripod doesn't fall over from the wind. But I'm gonna start with sit-ups, because I hate it the most, and why not? And you know, I'm thinking, I don't know, we'll see how far I can get, how well I can do. But another important lesson is just meeting ourselves where we're at. You know, I don't need to win every single battle to win the war. Even if there are those days like today where I'm feeling a little worse, I'm feeling a little more in my head or less energy, low energy, you know, it's fine. Those days are gonna come. It's about doing my best and not using it as an excuse, you know? At least trying not to. Anyways, I'm gonna start with some sit-ups. Let's get it. I already feel stronger than the last time I was doing this, which I think has been a few days. I think I did my first workout like this, like upper body workout, maybe 3 days ago. And then 2 days ago I did cardio, yesterday I did cardio, and today I'm doing upper body again. And I can feel that my core strength is up. I can feel a little more, like it's just a little easier, you know? The strength is there. The strength is building. I think last time I was really struggling to do my sit-ups in particular. So that's cool. Making some progress there. Let's run it back. Some funny thoughts just came to mind, or interesting thoughts, you know. Right before I turned on recording, there was a lady that was walking by, and it seemed that she had like a ring light, like one of those lights for the lighting your face. And here in China, it's very common. Like there's a lot of, like streaming is really big. There's a lot of people that do streaming and stuff. Maybe she's an influencer. It seems like she's might be setting up to do like a stream in the distance. But it just made me think, you know, like, let's see, I think it's been maybe like 2 months since I first did a vlog. Maybe a little more. No, I think about that, like 2 months and a few days, 2 months and a week since I first ever did a vlog. And it's funny because before I started vlogging, like I thought I was gonna hate it. But I also, you know, when I would see people like vlogging or like, I don't know, being on their phones a lot and shit, like I would kind of think like, I don't know, I'd kind of judge them in my head. I wouldn't like say shit, but like my judgmental thoughts would pop up, and in observing that, that's where I kind of realized, you know, that's kind of, there's something there. I feel like when we judge other people, there's something there. If we look at ourselves, if we are introspective, we'll realize that we're judging them for a reason. And typically it has more to do with us than it does with them. Let me hit another set and I'll get back to that. Yeah, I think it tends to be, if we're judgmental of others, it's really a projection of something that we struggle with ourselves. And, you know, I used to be that way a lot. I used to be very pessimistic, very resentful, very judgmental of people. And, I mean, more so in my thoughts. I'm trying to figure out if my eyes were deceiving me. I thought I saw a bird in that dude's hand. Oh my god, there is. There's a freaking bird and just casually chilling on his hand, well, on his arm. That's super cool. Wow, what a coincidence. If you watched my video from earlier today, we recently had a bird, or I witnessed a bird fall from its nest basically next to me, and we took it in, and it got picked up by a rehabilitation center. But it was a really fun, really enjoyable experience. There's that bird again. Anyways, let me hit another set and I'll keep talking. Keep yapping. I can do this instead. Oh no. Maybe I can do this. That should work. Maybe. I don't know. I just caught my mind having negative, self-conscious thoughts about my nipples, my big chest sticking out. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't need to fight it. I don't need to fight the thoughts. I don't need to argue with the thoughts. The mind often wins. But it stems from the ego, right? It's not about winning or arguing or fighting it. It's about observing it, you know? The ego hates to be observed. And just the act of observing your thoughts will go a lot further and will be a lot easier to handle as a process, as opposed to trying to fight thoughts that you don't like in your head, or that are really strong, really negative, really hateful, really painful, you know? And it's really just about asking yourself why that might be. And it's not always because, you know, when I was judgmental, when I was pessimistic, it's not because I hated these people necessarily. It was more so that I hated the way I was living my life. I felt judgmental of others. I felt sad. I felt it was unfair that my life was not what I wanted it to be. And I would see other people enjoying their life, not caring what others think and stuff like that. And you know, at some point I realized that's what I want to be like them. That's sometimes why we hate people. We want to be like them. And that's why it's the successful people that get the most haters. Anyways, it's a little far. I'm gonna do one more set and then move on to something else. Yeah. Feeling a little more negativity today. I've been on quite the roll, really. I've been on a hell of a streak, hell of a momentum, just blitzkrieg. But, you know, it's only a matter of time, I think, before I had a day where it's a little tougher, where I'm feeling a little more in my head, a little more negative, a little more self-conscious. But that's okay. I also realized that the dynamic of this type of video might actually be a little tougher once I'm back in the US, because when I'm here in China, like when I'm talking, most people won't really know what I'm talking about. They'll have no clue. And I think I'll probably be a little more self-conscious when I know that everyone around me understands me. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll be a complete monster by then. Unrelenting, unfazed, and resolute and uncaring of what anyone thinks or says or believes or judges me about, you know? Okay. I think I'll move on to doing some push-ups. And I guess I'll do them here because I don't know where else I can. The other spots are a little... it's kind of busy. The other spots are being taken. Alright. I feel a little awkward. There's 5 people just standing behind me. Anyways. It's not the best angle, I think, for doing push-ups. I feel a little more strain, a little more tension on my shoulders, which is a problem I've had for a long time in my life, or really since like with working out. My form wasn't always the best. I'm trying to see what else I could do. Or maybe I'll just adjust. I guess sometimes there are no other options. I guess I could ask someone if I could use their machine and stuff like that. But I don't feel the need right now. Or maybe I don't want to. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe I'm scared too. Probably to some degree. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can also adjust my grip. So I'll try a few variations and see what's up. Works. It's not too bad. Mine's a little hyperactive right now, so I'm gonna take some moments to just observe my thoughts and slow down. Take some deep breaths. Sometimes our mind is rapid firing and it's hard to observe everything. It's like walking into like a kid's candy store and there's like 20 kids everywhere. They're all running around, they're all grabbing candy. It's pure chaos, you know? You can't watch all of them at the same time. You can't process everything at the same time. Sometimes it's better to just not push it too much and just, I guess, adjust your approach, you know? And that might mean just breathing deep and slowing down. Oh, okay. Some more machines opened up I wanted to use. So I'm gonna go to my previous spot where I was doing push-ups last time. Actually, this kind of seems good too. Let's try this right here. Wait. Maybe just on this. I think that should work. I'll try that. It's kind of high. A little too high. Too easy. A little too high. I'm gonna try the machine I used last time. Or I guess they're not really machines. Kind of just metal bars. I'll do this one right here. Mine's a little negative, kind of shitting on me, feelings / thoughts that I'm not being cohesive, not making sense, I'm being boring. People are judging me, people are gonna criticize me, people are gonna hate on me. And that's okay. I'll let my mind do what it wants. For now. Don't have to win every battle, just win the war. And I'm winning that war, baby. It's a little better. It's more wide grip. Targets different parts of my body. Kinda hurts a bit. A little tense. I've struggled with like shoulder strain, lower back strain in particular. Neck strain as of the last like 6 months or something. Although not so much recently. I think as I've lost weight, the neck strain has gone away. I've made adjustments to my bed and my how I sleep and stuff like that. But yeah, just kind of sitting with the negativity. I think this time's a little different. Normally, or for the past several days, it's kind of just been at the intellectual level, like my demons. Like it'd be just mostly thoughts. But as I've been doing this for some weeks now, I think there are those times where, you know, I'm doing something that kind of triggers the thoughts, but it also triggers the feelings, you know, those fears. The sadness, maybe the pain, the suffering of a past experience. And I'm thinking that might be what's going on right now. I think there might be some emotional level, emotional aspect to the negativity. And so it's a little more overwhelming because, you know, rather than just feeling really good and being able to tackle the thought or observe the thought and be aware of it, it's a little more. It's being aware of the thought, but also feeling affected by the thought, feeling the feelings surrounding the thought. It's a little more tough. But anyways, I'll do another set. fucking my shoulders a bit. This is one of those videos that is feeling a little harder, a little more difficult. It's more intense. The thoughts are more intense. The feelings are more intense. I feel like I'm kind of catching myself feeling a little more uncomfortable. Feeling more inclined to distract or like distract myself or like change the subject or like shut the camera off. General uncomfortability, general feelings of uncomfortability. Negativity. I'm always so curious what it's like for people watching this, if anyone at all. Because you know, a lot of times when I watch these back, like, I mean, when it's just thoughts, like, you have no idea what's going on in someone's head, and I look very normal, like no one would ever suspect some of the thoughts that are crossing my mind. But I think this feeling is a little different. I can feel the negative affect, and I feel like it's kind of showing a bit too. Like I can just tell from my facial expressions, my posture, my mood. But it's okay. I won't fight it. I'll just observe it and do my best. That's all we can do, just do our best. And I'm gonna do one more set. I think the thing about working out, something I've touched on before, but like it's a great way to kind of release your emotions, and especially when you're feeling really like angry or really intense negative emotions. That's part of why I first started working out in like senior year of high school, and part of why I wanted to pick it back up again as of like a week ago. But you know, I realize I think it's a little tougher when those emotions are like your own, you know? I feel like a lot of times it's not your own, they're always your own, but like it's about yourself, you know? I feel like a lot of times we can recognize when it's about an external situation, you know? The first time I started working out, it was actually because I had a lot of negative emotions and things to process about just the situation, this love triangle situation in high school. And I was feeling jealous, I was feeling angry, angsty, resentful. But I just bottled it up. I never really tackled those emotions, and I think it certainly helped in a large extent to start working out. But I think it's a lot harder to catch the emotions that are like self-directed, you know? Like, or the beliefs that are self-directed. Like sometimes we work out maybe out of resentment for ourselves. Maybe we think we're not good enough. We think that if we were just more aesthetic, more good looking, that maybe that girl would want us, that girl would love us, our friends would respect us, our peers would respect us, people will like us. You know, you can work out for the wrong reasons, and that's something that I feel like it feels to me like I observe that it seems like a lot of people work out for the wrong reasons, particularly I think now, this day and age, people's mental health or people are really struggling. People's mental health, a lot of people's mental health is really bad. At least, you know, from my experience as someone commonly on the internet and like following like, I don't know, the gaming scene and stuff. Like I kind of grew up on games, grew up on the internet. And I feel like, you know, there's a big rise in depression, suicide, anxiety, ADHD, autism, incels, hatred, all this shit, you know? People are really struggling. And, you know, it kind of made me think the other day that I think I finally reached that age where, you know, I mean, I'm 25 years old. I'm no longer one of the kids, you know? Or like the teens, like I'm an adult. And, you know, I was a teacher for a year. I've been around children. I've kind of gotten a taste for it. And, you know, I had this thought the other day where like I'm kind of at the age where I'm a role model. I can be a role model to people. Maybe younger, probably mostly younger people, maybe people my age, maybe people older than me, you know? And I'll talk more on that in a second. I realize I haven't done any sets in a while, so you might have been thinking the same thing. Maybe not. Maybe you weren't thinking anything of it at all, but I am here to work out too, so let me do a quick set. I can't do pull-ups. I'm gonna try just to see where I'm at. But, you know, it's important to just accept yourself where you are and do what you can. So I'm gonna just hang for as long as I can. Wow. Last time I did that, I did not last that long. Oh my gosh, that's what she said. Someone's gonna say it. Last time I did that, I did not, like I couldn't hang on for that long. But I'm gonna just hang and see how long I can go for a few times. Oh my gosh. Holy moly, I feel like last time I was able to hang longer though. That felt brutal. Damn, what was I talking about? Fuck. Oh my gosh, what did I leave off on? Oh, being a role model. There we go. I got it. This is a live stream. I was thinking if this is a live stream and there are people in the chat and shit, they could tell me, they could remind me, but I'm out here doing it live, doing it solo. But it was about being a role model. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think I'm at that age where I'm kind of transitioning from, I guess, like looking at others and like being influenced by others. And I mean, I still have role models. I still have plenty of people I watch and respect and keep up with and stuff. But you know, I feel like it comes an age where you kind of get more and more mature and you grow up and you realize like it's time, you know, to make that transition from being like, I don't know, the kid or the teen or the young adult to being the adult. Being the person that people look up to and people like seek help from, support from, like, you know, just kind of filling in, transitioning into that role. Oh, freaking hell. But yeah, and you know, it doesn't even have to do with age, really, if you think about it. You know, some people mature very very early age. Some people never mature at all. Some people mature later. Some people mature around the average when you would expect them to. We're all on different paths, man. And it's up to us to be responsible for our own path and who we want to be, what we want to do. And I believe. And you know, maybe you feel very far behind. Maybe you feel like you're not where you should be, you're not where you want to be. It's good to realize that. But I think, in my experience, what's most effective is just building that awareness and accepting yourself where you're at. And as you go, you'll figure out where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to be, what you want to do. And I think there are people that spend their whole lives never really giving themselves that chance, you know? I guess that's part of what I wanna change. How I wanna influence the world, how I wanna influence people, how I wanna make an impact. I think there's immense value in observing others and trying to understand others, you know. There's immense value in experiencing things and making mistakes for ourselves and learning from them, but sometimes we don't need to make the mistake to learn from it. We can see someone else make the mistake, or we can, you know, ask questions, be curious, understand those other perspectives, and it helps us, paradoxically. A lot of times when we want to help ourselves and we're selfish and we think about ourselves first, we don't get what we want. But when you let go of that desire and you just do things out of wanting to be kind and because it's the right thing to do, that karma will come back to you. I think. I believe. And I'm confident in that. And I think that lesson will prove true very soon. I feel like I'm on the brink of some really good momentum. Some really good things. So we'll see what happens. But all I'm gonna say is, if I was Bitcoin in 2014, I would buy some. I would invest now, while it's young, while it's early, while it's early stage, in its early stage development. Anyways. Whompin' Willikers. Sheesh. That hurts actually, a little. Let's see, let me take inventory. Where am I at? I did sit-ups, I did my push-ups, doing my pull-ups, or my best. Hanging, I guess. I guess something a little more bicep-oriented. I tried with this machine, this bar over here, last time, to kind of just do like some incline pull-ups. Maybe I can see if I can try to pull myself up. I guess that kind of is a little different from what I was doing. Helps a little. It's a bit of a different target, right? Like when I'm overhand, it's probably more back from what I remember. I used to be really in the know about all the muscles and, you know, man, that just reminded me, like in college I took like a nutritional science class, and I remember when I was wondering what I wanted to do with my life, there was even a point where I considered, like, maybe I could be a, maybe I could be a, like a personal trainer or something. And Yeah, I remember thinking of doing like, what do they call it? The science of working out, or the science of muscles and health, kinesiology, kineticism. Oh my gosh, I don't remember what the frickin' word is. Kin. Oh my god, kineticism, kinetics. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue, guys. Well, whatever. That kind of works. Oh my gosh. Damn, I realized I think my battery is about to run out soon too. Whoops. Okay, I think my battery's about to die. So I'll just keep going until it dies. It'll probably cut at some random point. Alright. I mean, I'm basically wrapping up anyways. I'm almost done. I think I'll do a few more of like trying to pull up and like hold myself up. Damn, I can kind of see the gains coming back in. Is that just me? Is anyone else seeing that? Especially when I'm like this. This looks pretty good, honestly. Not bad. Definitely had a lot of muscle still. It's just kind of hidden under the fat that I picked up over time. I think I'll do a few more of those, just trying to resist the come down, and then I'll be done. Maybe I'll wrap up, maybe I won't, maybe it'll die before I can. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that. A little less energy than usual, but fuck it. It's the best I could do, and that's all I need to do. I think I'm at 1%. It's probably gonna die, so I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. If anyone watched at all, if you watched till the end, comment bicep in the chat, in the comment section. If you didn't watch till the end, feel free to drop a hate comment instead, and I'll know who you are. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, peace.